Have you ever wondered who played the best during the match between Bastard Munchen and the Ubers? What impact did they create on the field? How did this affect the rest of the match? Continue watching this video to find out. At number 10, I was honestly having a pretty tough time ranking the 3 players between Corona, Gagamaru, and Kunigami since they did not have that much screen time compared to the rest. However, they did pretty well overall when it was their time to shine. Corona was able to push up the field against multiple defenders with Isagi early on in the match. Their 1-2 combo is very lethal, which eventually led to Corona assisting Isagi with his lefty direct shot. This would certainly set the tone for the rest of the match and boost Isagi's morale. The fact that he can keep up with Isagi's movements without metavision is very impressive. Gagamaru may not have been able to save Barou's shot attempt at first, but he certainly didn't fail during the next one. Barou's stealth kill shot is super dangerous, so I don't think anyone can blame him. His saves actually led to some good counter attempts. Lastly, Kunigami was able to get past 2 defenders early in the match, which led to a chance created later on in the play for Kaiser. During nearly the end of the match, Kunigami was suddenly remembered and was able to block Barou's possible game-winning shot. If you're enjoying this video so far, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to let me know that you want more videos just like this. The number 9 spot would belong to Raichi in my opinion. Early on in the match, Raichi body blocked Niko to allow Isagi to recover the loose ball, and this led to him quote-unquote losing the spotlight. However, as soon as Snuffy was substituted in, he did a really good job of marking him despite Snuffy being a player with way better stats and experience. There was a play wherein he was able to minimize Snuffy's passing options. Without Raichi, Snuffy might just have been able to have the freedom to completely change the game within those 3 minutes. Raichi was also able to mark Barou during the latter stage of the game, which may have disrupted his possible game-winning shot. Number 8 would go to Japan's U20 captain, Oliver Aiku. Unlocking Metavision surely made him an even more annoying defender. As soon as he unlocked it, he was able to meet Isagi and call his bluff of shooting, which forced him to pass the ball to Yukimiya. In chapter 224, he also reads Isagi's interception attempt and disrupts him from gaining possession of the ball. This would eventually lead to a chance created for Barou. He also regains possession of the ball after Hiori's missed shot attempt, which led to a very tense counterattack. At number 7, we have another Ubers defender in Niko. After a strategic play design, Niko was able to steal the ball back from Isagi and pushed up the field with Sendo and Barou, eventually leading to a pass to assist. During chapter 217, he also unlocks Metavision and stops Isagi from recovering the ball. He had some passes to Barou that created multiple chances, but he had one pass that eventually led to an assist for Barou against Kaiser and Isagi. And in chapter 232, he was able to steal the ball from Hiori. Next up, we have none other than Snuffy at number 6. I chose not to rank him higher than number 6 because I believe that the others ranked higher than him had a huge impact. Though, one could argue that Niko possibly even played better. I opted to put Snuffy at this spot since he was pretty much everywhere on the field in a span of only 3 minutes, which is crazy to think about, and his leadership was spot on. However, these two can be interchangeable depending on how you see it. His attack patterns and change of pace actually threw Bastard Munchen off and allowed the Ubers to take advantage of the situation. His system also had an impact by unleashing a bigger beast in Barou, wherein he actually ended up tying the game with his own goal. In chapter 222, Snuffy was able to stop Isagi from intercepting Niko's pass with his own metavision. It really shows how ahead these guys are. His great ball handling skills also allowed him to avoid getting boxed in by both the best striker in Noa and Isagi, which led to a chance created for Barou. Although Barou missed, he was able to recover back the loose ball. This guy just doesn't know when to stop. He was even able to set Barou up again in the next chapter, despite being marked by Kaiser. Lastly, he stopped Yukimiya's pass to Isagi, which led to the Ubers gaining possession once again. He truly gave the Ubers tons of chances to capitalize on. Moving on to the top 5, we have Hiori. Even though he was just substituted in the latter stages of the game, he instantly created an impact that changed the whole flow of the game. He was able to truly show off his individual skills as a player. Since he is one of the players with Metavision, This allowed him to keep up with Isagi's movements and ideas and create crazy plays. With his crazy dribbling, he won plenty of key 1v1s to move up the field. Earlier in the story, they stated that the key to winning the game was by winning your duels, and Hiori did just that. In chapter 233, he intercepted Don Lorenzo's pass to Barou, which shocked everybody. He even went past 5 defenders pretty much by himself and then threaded the needle with a pass to Isagi. What really shocked everyone the most was when he was able to recover the loose ball and decided to take the shot himself. Although he missed, this would give the Ubers something to think about. Finally, in chapter 238, Hiori sliced through multiple defenders with Isagi and ended up faking both Niko and Lorenzo. With both Isagi and Hiori on the same page, he passes the ball to Isagi while he isn't even looking. This would end up being an assist for Hiori as Isagi makes the game-winning shot against the Ubers. Surprisingly, I have Kaiser at number 4. Kaiser had an off game because of Don Lorenzo, but still managed to pull off one of the craziest goals we have seen in the manga so far. Despite not playing to his standards, I still rank him at number 4 because he wasn't that bad, and of course, that goal. After struggling to even get possession of the ball, he finally does in chapter 220. With his patience, he was able to fake out both Sendo and Ryu with a feint shot. While Ryu tries to recover back, Kaiser ends up falling on his back but manages to pull off a bicycle kick that ricochets off the ground and nutmegs Aiku to take the lead for Bastard Munchen. Later on, he even manages to double block Barou's shot attempt along with Isagi. But I do believe that Isagi's block alone would have been enough for Gagamaru to retrieve. But even so, it was a great block attempt. Next up, I have Don Lorenzo taking bronze. He was pretty much marking Kaiser the whole game, which truly frustrated him. In the first play of the match, he instantly shows impact by stealing the ball from Kaiser. As someone who led the charge going up the field, he was able to get past Kunigami, Raichi, and other Bastard Munchen players with his zombie dribbling. He ended up drawing so much attention with his fake that eventually led to Barou being open. However, it got intercepted by Isagi. Later on in the match, he even managed to block Kaiser's shot attempt with his face. That block right there had to hurt for sure. There are only a handful of people that are willing to take a shot from Kaiser right on the face. At number 2, I have Barou. He did really well considering that he had to work in a system, since we know him as someone who truly prefers to do things his own way. However, we all know what happens eventually. His stealth kill shot to tie the game at 1-1 was truly a goal that was almost impossible to save. The timing on the shot attempt really made Gagamaru uncomfortable. After getting stopped by Isagi 4 times, he avoids Isagi's tackle last minute by deciding not to take the shot that was in the play design and eventually decides to play his own way. By taking over the Ubers, he eventually gets a double nutmeg goal against both Isagi and Kaiser. A few chapters after, he even blocked the Kaiser impact direct shot that could have been the possible game winner. Finally, the number 1 spot obviously goes to Isagi. He did not only score his first NEL goal in this game, but he was also the man of the match. We can see how much he has really grown throughout the matches as his eyes allow him to intercept Don Lorenzo's pass to Barou while everybody else got baited. Despite Ness disrupting his shot attempt, he was able to score a lefty direct shot while being defended by his own teammate. He also intercepts Sendo's pass to Barou but was actually baited by the set design of the Ubers. Later on, he also performs a double block against Barou alongside Kaiser. And in the next chapter, he stops Barou's attack despite Snuffy's clear and Niko's find. Eventually, he makes the game-winning shot while having no eye contact with Hiori. Truly a wonderful display from the main character. Who do you think were the best players in the match between Bastard Munchen and the Ubers? Is Isagi undoubtedly the best player in the match? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have other what-if ideas that you would like to see, let me know down in the comments. Have you ever wondered what would have happened if Kiora Jin teamed up with Kaiser? Check this video out right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thank you for watching.